Tonight from Seguin High School, it's a District 15 4A matchup as the regular season winding down. The Seguin Cougars and the Jaguars of Mansfield Summit. Seguin leading District 15 4A. Summit 2 games back with just 2 weeks left in the regular season. John Nelson, our AISD production crew on hand. And the starting 5 tonight for the visiting Mansfield Summit Jaguars: McPhail, Cabell, Hubby, Tashutka, and Nance. A couple of seniors, a couple of sophomores. The head coach on the right is Jason Mutterer of Mansfield Summit, a team that finished second in the district last year at 11-3. They come in having won 4 of their last 5. Seguin comes in averaging 71 points in the district. Boulware, Frazier, Parrish, Wesley, and Jackson, the starting 5 for the Cougars, all seniors. They're led by Bobby Thigpen with 100 career wins now at Seguin. He's in his 6th year. They have won 7 of their last 8. They won the first game right before the Christmas break by 20 points at Summit by a tally of 70-50. Summit comes in averaging 56 points in district play. So the Jags and the Cougs meeting for the second time, and we're back with the opening tip right after this. The Jaguars of Mansfield Summit in robe black, the home white with Carolina blue trim. Seguin Cougars, number 33, 6'7" senior Kamani Jackson with the jump circle. And the opening tip is won, and right off the bat, 4 seconds in, the layup and the block by Kamani Jackson. Summit with a chance to take an early lead, and 6'7" senior Kamani Jackson with a block in the first possession for the Cougars. Chris Boulware and Marcus Frazier are the 2 guards. Here's Brandon Parrish, number 11. They go outside, now back into Jackson. Jackson off balance. He got Terrence Hubby to commit. Kamani Jackson averaging 6 rebounds a game. One of 10 seniors for head coach Bobby Thigpen. 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, and a freshman comprise the rest of the varsity roster. And Jackson at the line comes back in barely. And a 1-0 lead for the Cougars, ranked 5th in the state, having won 7 of their last 8 games in Class 4A. In this cross-school rivalry, packed house tonight, no seats at all remain. Patrick Tashutka, he pulls up from 14, misses. Rebound, Seguin. That was number 5, Marcus Frazier, that got the board. Frazier's 5'9". 22-4 overall are the Cougars, and a 3. Nicely delivered by Richard Holden. Holden, a 6-foot senior. The Cougars hitting 29% of their threes this year, and a 4-0 cushion. Trying to make it a 1-point game and missing Lavelle Cabell underneath. Getting open was Keelan Nance. Seguin, and the turnover. Now Seguin trying to get it right back as number 2 McPhail fights for it, wins the battle. Isaiah McPhail, here he is. The handoff now back out to a wide open Lavelle Cabell. Cabell misses a 3, trying to save it over the top was Hubby, and he did. Defensively, the Cougars of Seguin giving up just 49 points a game in district. This is their 27th game of the year. Summit overall 16-11. The drive, and Jackson fouling number 13, Terrence Hubby. Hubby, one of the team's leading scorers. The sophomore averaging 11 points. He's one of 6 sophomores for Coach Jason Mutterer. 2 shots for Terrence Hubby. 7 seniors, a junior and a freshman, the rest of the roster this year at Mansfield Summit, averaging 56 points in district. Got them both. Summit coming off a 61-31 over Waxahachie. Their last loss came to Mansfield Legacy. Dropped that game by 2. Chris Boulware distributes right side to Marcus Frazier. Frazier on the drive of McPhail. Gets it outside. Three-pointer in and out as Boulware takes the shot, and a loose ball foul underneath on Summit. It'll be their second team foul. We're tied at 4. Checking in for the first time is Lydell Young. Young is senior. He'll be at a guard. And Chris Boulware to play it in for the Cougs. Back in the middle of Marcus Frazier. Seguin hitting 43% from the field this year. In trouble, he slid the foot, couldn't hold up, and the turnover on Richard Holden. Seguin last year, the district champions at 13-1. They went 29-5. Lost to Arlington Heights in the playoffs at the American Airlines Center by 3 points. Side court in the push. Boulware on McPhail. Right in front of us. Patrick Tashutka to play it in for the Mansfield Summit Jaguars. These two schools just separated by about 4 miles. In essence, a city contest. The drive, and Jackson with a second block of the game. The attempt by Young. Kamani on the other end. Marcus Frazier connects on a 3. Marcus Frazier, 7-4 Seguin. Frazier has a couple of schools he's considering as the ball goes off the knee of Jackson. Cal Poly and McNeese State, some of the schools that he's interested in. Brandon Parrish has already committed to TCU, and Greg Wesley has committed to North Texas next year. So Mansfield Summit in the corner. And you got a hold away from the ball. It's going to be on McPhail of Summit. Number 11, Jabiri Fountain has come on. Coach Bobby Thigpen collecting his 100th win last week. And the give on the side to Boulware. Chris in the middle to Holden. And the interception by Cabell. The steal of the deuce, Lavelle Cabell. Coming off a 13-point game. And a 1-point contest. Late January, it's cold outside, but a heated district contest inside. In the corner. 3-point attempt missed. Jackson gets the rebound and the putback. And the Cougs leading by 3. Fountain puts it on the floor. Guarded tightly by Brandon Parrish. At the free throw line. The miss. On the run, Marcus Frazier. Frazier trying to get it to Jackson, who saves it. Now comes back out and will try the 3 and miss. Keelan Nance. Nance lets it go. Does it count? No basket. And the player control foul. It stays a 3-point game. Greg Wesley, number 22, in for the Cougars. Greg, a 6'7" senior, averaging 12 points. He and Brandon Parrish have had many games this year in which they've scored 29 and 28 points. Marcus Frazier. And a handoff to Brandon Parrish. Shoots it over to Boulware, and he gets rid of it. 3:05 to go in the first quarter. 9-6, Seguin on top. Boulware got open, goes up, and the shot partially blocked by Tashutka as it goes out of bounds. The Cougars this year, 17-3 at home. They've lost just 4 times this year. And the teams they have lost to, 2 of them state ranked in Class 5A. It's not as if they've been embarrassed, and they certainly haven't at all. In fact, they haven't over the last 2 years. Turnaround J put in by Greg Wesley, 11-6. Trying to come right back is Fountain for Summit. He misses. Here's Boulware and the lob feed and the two-handed slam by Brandon Parrish. A can opener. Parrish's first bucket of the game. Timeout Summit as Seguin leading by 7. Those losses this year by Seguin. Second game of the year, they lose by 3 to South Grand Prairie. They lose to the Eagles of DeSoto, state ranked. They lose by 5. They lose by 5 to Kincaid in a tournament over the Christmas break. And a 2-point loss to Mansfield Legacy. That Legacy game was, I believe, the second district game of the year. Marchie Murdoch scored with 1 second left to give Legacy that 2-point win. Murdoch, a wide receiver who was committed to Illinois in football. On the floor, picked up, and the attempt missed by Travis Hooker. Open from 20 off the back iron. That was Marcus Frazier. 13-6 with under 2 minutes to go in the quarter, and the reach-in foul by Frazier. Seguin, so talented, figured to win the district when all the picks were made back in October. Holding it up high is the sophomore Cabell. Gets it to Johnson in the game for the first time on the steal. Frazier, his 5th point. And that attempt by Hooker hits the front of the rim. Cougs leading by 9. Right side. And the miss by Frazier. On the other end, filling it up in the lane is Cabell. Lavelle Cabell. And the sophomore makes it 15-8. Good end-to-end action as we thought it would be tonight. Next to last home game for Seguin. Trying to get it in the paint and the ball batted away. They tried to get it to Jackson, and here comes Summit down by 7 with under a minute to play. From underneath, Trey Johnson, the senior, in a 5-point game. Defensively, Summit has more than held their own this year in district, giving up just 46 points. They're 6-2 in the district. Tied for second at the moment. With Legacy and Seguin, both 7-1. Frazier, the no-look pass underneath. It's fumbled by Jackson, and he scooted the ball and the turnover. And we see Josh Parrish, number 30 for the Cougars. So Summit, they've got just under 10 seconds to work it down court and get a shot off. Isaiah McPhail. Handoff. 2 seconds. It will be a three, and it counts. Nice shot by Cabell. That's the end of the first quarter. Seguin leading Summit 15-13. And we're back for the start of the second quarter at Seguin. We're at the corner of Eden and Silo in Southeast Arlington. And Marcus Frazier gets the inbounds pass. Josh Parrish will stay in and start the second quarter. Here's the turnover, the steal by McPhail. Chance to tie it up or perhaps take the lead. Lydell Young starts the second quarter for Summit. That one thrown away. They pass behind the back, intended for Cabell. Patrick Tashutka throws it away. As Coach Bobby Thigpen telling Josh Parrish, just don't turn it over and get a good shot. Marcus Frazier, right side, Emmanuel Sinosi in. Sinosi, number 23, a sophomore. Run down, nice save by Parrish. Ball given to Marcus Frazier. A pump fake, Frazier thinking three. Goes inside and misses. Rebound on the other side, Sinosi, he misses. And then Jackson goes up and he's walloped. Team foul number 5 on the Jags. And Kamoni Jackson at the stripe. Seguin this year hitting 61% of their free throws. Cougars have those powder blue Nikes. Coach Bobby Thigpen said, we're not going to go just any kind of color, any kind of shoe this year. They can be any shoe as long as they're white, blue, or black. That's his shoe policy this year. All have to be the same color, but they can be different brands. Those look sharp, though. Those are nice jumps. Jackson hits them both. The lead at 4. McPhail leaves it outside for Cabell. Cabell misses a 3. Jackson almost undercut by Fountain. Baseline give, and Wesley is hit from behind. Team foul number 6. And Greg Wesley, 6'7" senior, averaging 12 points at the line. Wesley hitting 61% of his free throws this year. Again, is committed to North Texas. Currently in the Sun Belt. Stay there next year. One more coming. Greg coming off a 14-point game. So the free throw gives the Cougs a 5-point lead. Isaiah McPhail drifts over to the right, flips it to Cabell. Cabell to Chutka. And the bounce pass by Fountain, intercepted by Boulware. He tried to go down low. Here's a drive and the miss by Brandon Parrish. They get it back. Boulware underneath, and Chris is fouled. Count the basket. Chris Boulware, his first bucket of the game. The 5'9" senior averaging 8 points. A 67% free throw shooter. Chris has a couple of schools he's considering, ACU maybe Texas A&M Commerce in the Lone Star Conference. And a lead of 8. Kind of game that Seguin likes when you're having your opponent play catch up. That one off the hands of McPhail. (22-4) overall, and again having won 7 of their last 8. The jump step, and Holden is taking the extra step. Turnover. A game with legacy on the horizon for Seguin. Front court it comes to Keelan Nance. Trailing by 8. Right side to Johnson. Entry pass, well, a bad pass it was. Intercepted in midair by Brandon Parrish. In the corner to Marcus Frazier. Down low, Kamani Jackson. Jackson tied up with Keelan Nance. 8 fouls already committed by Summit. One and one with 4:57 to go in the half. Kamani Jackson at the line. And a miss. So the lead stays at 8. Front court handoff to Doug Palacio. And then on the elbow, Boulware collects the foul. Set to check in for the Cougars, Nico Boulware, number 12. Summit's ball at side court. Into play it comes to Doug Palacio. Baseline drive, and Jackson over the top. Or not Jackson, that was Wesley. Team foul number 5 as he came from behind the right shoulder of Patrick Tashuka. And the 6'1" senior at the line for the first time. Summit this year in foul shooting hitting right at 60%. The lead at 7 with 4:37 to go in the half. Left of the lane from about 14, that's Frazier that misses. Or Parrish it was. Cabell gets the extra step, uses the glass. A soft shot by Lavelle Cabell. And a timeout taken by Summit. And we are back. Glad you're with us on AISD-TV, this District 15 4A showdown. After this game, the Cougs will go to Lancaster, then host Waxahachie. That turnaround game with Legacy will take place on February 5th at Legacy High. They close out the season against Red Oak here on February 12th. Try to give them an early Valentine's kiss that night. Cross court to Frazier. And the drive by Holden. Holden with his 5th point. 23-16 Cougars with 3:19 to go in the half. Lavelle Cabell. Man, he's got the skinniest legs. Stops, continues, and batted out of his hands by Frazier. Marcus Frazier. And here he is on the other end with a scoop to the hoop and misses. Palacio on the run. And the travel taking 3 steps quickly was Hubby. Hubby got it but continued to move. Stepped right out of his Nikes. 2:52 to go in the half. Brandon Parrish to play it in. Well, right now, if you don't have a special invitation or an invite or a golden ticket, I don't think you can get in here. Thumbs up, the tie up, possession light, Summit. And this could be the largest crowd to ever see a Seguin boys varsity game. That was McPhail, and he misses. Bolware in the front court. Skip pass, and then Jackson returns the favor. Here's Parrish. Bolware off balance, and it goes. Chris with a body lean, his 5th point. And for the second time, the Cougars leading by 9. Nance gives it up to Cabell. Cabell with a rainbow shot over Kamani Jackson. Here's Parrish. Off balance. Was it on the floor or was he in the act? It's a push. And it's a 1-and-1. Brandon Parrish at the line. 6'5" senior, averaging 15 points. Hitting right at 70% of his free throws. Had 2 games this year in which he has scored 28. He'll get the bonus. Greg Wesley was the leading scorer when these two teams met on December 21st. Wesley had 16 that night. And the lead at 11. Oh, the back getting to it was Nance. There's Fountain. Right hash mark, quickly to Johnson. Trey with a bounce pass to Nance. And he throws it away as Bolware came to the ball, and then Cabell came over. Said, I'm right here, don't try to get away from me just yet. Team foul number 6 on Seguin. And the ball given to number 11, Jabari Fountain. Short, Cabell. And the follow-up. Cougars try to go deep with a Holden 3 and a loose ball foul. That's the 1-and-1 at the other end. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Richard Holden, or rather Trey Johnson. Johnson for Summit as Lydell Young replaces Terrence Hubby. I think 16 players have already played tonight. We're going to try to check that. I think we've seen 16 different players now. A bonus to follow. Trey Johnson to try to make it a 7-point game with under a minute to go. Sights it, shoots it, and gets it. Isaiah McPhail back in. Well, Summit has already used 10 players. Bobby Thickman has used 8. A 360 turn, a miss as Parrish saves it. 35 seconds. Cougars will have the lead at the break. Marcus Frazier, entry pass, even closer to Jackson as he got the feed from Wesley. Greg Wesley with a hard line drive pass to Kamani Jackson. And he is sent to the line with 24.4 to play. It slides off. And the loose ball grabbed by Keelan Nance. Yeah, for Summit, a 3 would look nice right before halftime. They go outside. That's Fountain. 4 seconds. Pull up baseline left, misses. Off of Jackson, 1.4. Cougars with 14 points in this quarter. It'll be Isaiah McPhail at 5'8" to inbound. They've got time. It's touched. Ball on the way, and it hits the front of the rim. Lavelle Cabell tried to go deep. And we have reached halftime here at Seguin. Our score, the Cougars 29 and the Jaguars of Mansfield Summit 20. John Nelson back with our AISD-TV production crew. We invite you to join us on National Signing Day, Wednesday, February 6th. Always an exciting time for the seniors, parents, administrators, coaches. And Seguin's ball in front of us, Brandon Parrish to play it in. Next week, we're at Sam Houston for the Arlington Sam Varsity Girls and Boys Contest. Seguin has it, working from right to left. Jackson back up top. Frazier to Boulware, over to Holden. Seguin outscoring Summit 14-7 in that second quarter. At the free throw line, Boulware throws it away, gets it behind Parrish. Earlier tonight, the Lady Cougs of Courtney Phillips defeated Summit 46-41. So they stay atop first place at 10-1. The steal, and Frazier can't have it go down. Here's McPhail on the run. And getting open, Terrence Hubby, his first 2 of the game, his 4th point, 29-22. Again, Seguin ranked 5th in the state in Class 4A. And this foul in the corner. 4 losses by a combined total of 14 points. Seguin 22-4. Standing room only here at Seguin High. Up high to Jackson. Gets it over to Holden. Now they reset it. Kamani to Boulware. Chris will try a 3-pointer. He'll miss. And quick to the ball, Keelan Nance, 6'2" sophomore. Leading three-point shooter this year is Lavelle Cabell for Summit. He's connected on 31. He has one tonight. And going low is Cabell. 11 points, 29-24. Holden right up top, 21-footer, no go. Rebound, Brandon Parrish. Parrish off balance. Jackson saves it. He's jarred loose of the ball. Lavelle Cabell. Baseline handoff. Nance comes back out with it to Cabell. Not there. The follow-up, Terrence Hubby. Hubby's 4th point this half, and now a three-point game at 29-26. 11-point lead has been shaved to 3. Parrish, the TCU future Frog, at the free throw line. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Brandon, timeout. Seguin, a 30-second timeout. Parrish now with 6 points. The big news in the coaching ranks in the AISD, Kenny Perry leaving Bowie. He'll become part of the TCU football staff. So the Bowie Vols will be looking for a new football coach on the varsity level. (31-26), Seguin on top. They'll defend the inbounds pass of Keelan Nance, number 25. Nance flips it into Lavelle Cabell, back to Nance. A high pass saved by Tashuka. Bounce pass back to Cabell. Cabell off the glass, banks it in. 13 points. That's what he had in his last game, 31-28. Outside to Frazier, now back up top. Lob feed into Jackson. Jackson turns, nice defense by Hubby. Terrence, a sophomore at 6'5". Holden going to have to get rid of it or make an attempt. He goes underneath, misses, trying to get his own ball, and fouls Lavelle Cabell. So the rock given to Keelan Nance, and the high pass, and Cabell beating Boulware the ball. Cross court it goes. Isaiah McPhail. Picked up by Brandon Parrish, and the steal by Frazier. The ball deflected and takes it the rest of the way. Frazier's 7th point, 33-28. Again, Seguin came in averaging 71 in district. Ball out of bounds on the side off at the Tashuka. Greg Wesley back in for the Cougs. And Brandon Parrish right in front of the Mansfield Summit bench to inbound. On the wing to Boulware. Entry pass open at the free throw line, in and out Wesley. Good shot, just rattled out. Tashuka. And a little flipped handoff to Hubby. Underneath, Hubby misses. Out of bounds, off of Seguin. Substitution, Travis Hooker, number 22 in. Again, the Cougars winning the first game by 20. 70-50, the final. Cabell to Hooker. Bounce pass. Now the give, nice give. In the lane. A three-point contest. And Jackson hit from behind by Terrence Hubby. Team foul number 2 on the Jags. And a full timeout now asked for by head coach Jason Mutterer. And we're back. It'll be Seguin's possession. Chris Boulware, number 4, slaps the ball hard, quickly inbounds to Brandon Parrish. Back up top to Frazier. Marcus thinking about maybe McNeese State or Cal Poly. Team that could really go deep this year in the playoffs. Batted away by a Hooker, but Seguin gets it back, and Parrish on a launch one. Taken away behind the back. Johnson lost it. And an easy layup for Chris Boulware. 35-30 inside of 2 minutes. Lavelle Cabell. Cross court, now baseline. Missed that one. Hubby. They get it back. Intercepted midcourt, Cabell. Number 23, Patrick Tashutka. 35-32. Parrish, foul line extended right. Up top to Boulware. Boulware with a 3, in and out. Over the top. It's going to be on Jackson of Seguin. Lonnie Jackson. Substitutions, Lydell Young set to come on. So Seguin leading by 3. They want Wesley to come out. And Emmanuel Sinosi in. 6'3" sophomore. Inbounds pass successful. Tashutka. Boulware on the chase. Ooh, in trouble, and Tashutka unloads. Double pump underneath. Travis Hooker. 35-34. 15 points this quarter for Summit. And Seguin with just 6. Led 29-20 at half. Seems like there should be a lot more than that, but they don't. Frazier, handoff, number 20, it just hit the front of the rim. That was Donnie Thomas in for the first time, and then Thomas is fouled. Donnie Thomas, 6'5" senior. And he'll shoot twice with 15 seconds left in the third. Seguin was 7 of 10 in free throw shooting the first half. That was Summit's third team foul, 36-34. This is a time of the year with only 2 weeks left in the regular season when you really should be playing your best. 37-34. Front court, Hooker. Outside, overshot it. That was Cabell. 1 second, and Boulware was sandwiched. He was hit by Cabell from the front, and then Hooker got him from the back. We go to the fourth quarter. It's 37-34 Seguin. Mansfield Summit's possession begin the fourth quarter. Travis Hooker to play it in. And gives to Isaiah McPhail. 37-34 Seguin leading the district on top. Again, their only district loss to the Broncos of Legacy. 47-45 on January 11th. A drive and the foul, team foul number 3 committed by the Cougs. And at the line, Isaiah McPhail, number 2. Summit was 5 of 6 from the line first half. Stays a 3-point game. Greg Wesley on the floor for Seguin. Here's the follow-up. He missed them both. Instead of a 1-point game, it stays a 3-point Seguin lead. Lob feed into Jackson. Wanted to go to Wesley. Intercepted by Hooker. McPhail with it. To Shutka. And the miss. Rebound 6-7, Kamani Jackson. Boulware, and that one on the guard, McPhail. Boulware able to get the shot off. It goes, his 9th point. It's 39-34. Team foul number 4 on Summit. And try to complete a 3-point play. Senior guard Chris Boulware. (40-34). Seguin's biggest lead tonight, 11. In traffic is McPhail, gets rid of it. Underneath, trying to get an opening, and Hubby with a hook. A little soft hook underneath, Terrence Hubby. He goes into double figures with 10 from 16. Jackson misses. Summit down by 4. The give to Kashutka. Kashutka throws it away. Frazier, he wanted to get it to Cabell. And Seguin makes him pay. Marcus Frazier, his 9th point, and the lead at 6. Around Jackson. 2 more for Terrence Hubby, his 12th point. 42-38. We have played 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. A battle of the Cats, the Cougars and the Jaguars. That's about an even. That's about a wash. I don't know who'd win that fight. Boulware misses up top. Depends on who has the deepest scratch, the first contact. The Jaguars are elusive. The Cougars are fast. They like to hide in the bushes. That's an even battle. Number 23, Patrick Tashutka, is out. And Keelan Nance to inbound. He throws it up high on the run. Cabell gets to the ball. Had to shoot around. Frazier goes out of bounds. Nobody touched it. Seguin's possession. Trey Johnson entered the guard, number 10. Each team with 4 fouls this half. Marcus Frazier will push it up court. Shoots it over to Boulware. Lob feed to Wesley. Turns, pushes it up and in. A soft touch underneath, his 5th point. And a 6-point cushion. On McPhail, the high dribble, almost walked. Able to tap it to Johnson. Inside to Hubby. Hubby goes up around Jackson and around Richard Holden also. Team foul number 5 on Seguin. A chance to make it a 4-point game. Terrence Hubby at the line. He's a perfect 2 of 2. 6'5" sophomore. Came in averaging 11. Scored 14 in the win over Waxahachie. Something about legacy that has gotten to Seguin and both Summit this year, district losses. Cans them both a dozen points. And it is 44-40 with 5 minutes to play in the game. Parrish in the corner to Wesley, and Wesley throws it away. That's Hubby. Outside, 3-pointer missed by Cabell. That would have made it a 1-point game. And Frazier leaves his feet. He throws it away. A little sloppy here on both ends. Hand off, missing, and a Hubby underneath. Can ill afford to miss an easy shot like that. And then the comeback foul by Terrence Hubby. Lydell Young in for Hubby. Marcus Frazier. Almost halfway through the 4th quarter. We are to Jackson. Kamani backing in too much. That's the 6th team foul. Doug Palacio, number 4, enters the game, and for Seguin, Emmanuel Sinosi. Keelan Nance. Bounce pass to the ball, Cabell. LaVelle nudged on the way by Sinosi. Got the pass off. Three and a half minutes remain. Cabell, and the ball stuck. In the NBA, that will be a jump ball. The possession arrow favors Seguin. Don't see that too many times. That may end up in some highlights at the end of the year. Stuck there like it had Velcro on the glass. Bolware on the wing. Shoots it into Wesley. Wesley's turnaround jumper not there. Well, it stays a 4-point game. Double pump, triple pump. And the miss by Hubby. Wesley got the rebound. From 15 at the free throw line, Bolware misses contact underneath. It was Hooker for Summit and Wesley for Seguin. .253 left on the clock. So that was the 7th team foul committed by Seguin. It will result in a 1-and-1 at the other end. And to take it, number 22, Travis Hooker. Summit winning 24 games last year. They come in with a 16-11 record. Seguin guilty of a push to warrant that foul, and they got the right shooter at the line, Travis Hooker. No bonus. Off of whom? Off of Wesley. So Summit misses the front end of a 1-and-1. They get the ball back. And Isaiah McPhail set to play it in, but before that, Kamani Jackson on the floor for Seguin. McPhail inbound successfully. They push it in the corner. Now taking it inside is Hooker, and he'll go back to the line. Two shots upcoming for number 22, Travis Hooker. That was the 5th foul on Kamani Jackson, so he is fouled out. And he'll leave tonight with 5 points. And it's going to be Richard Holden coming in. Points in the second half. Seguin with 15-20 for Summit. And another missed free throw. Klang bent the rim. 44-40. Knocked out of the hands of Wesley. Chris Bolware to play it in. Parrish to Wesley, and then Wesley hit from behind, team foul number 6 on Summit. It's going to be on Terrence Hubby. And that's 5 on him. So Terrence Hubby will leave with 14 points. Lydell Young on. Now we got a timeout. Seguin calls time. And Top Cat is panting. He's tired. Worked hard. Supposed to be night creatures, but that may be it for him tonight. Number 11, Brandon Parrish to inbound for the Cougs. Baseline, and Wesley getting the pass from Frazier. And they do it right there. If he hits this, it would be a 7-point lead. And a basket and one for Greg Wesley. Again, as committed to North Texas. 8 points. What it is now a 3-possession game. Not much time left. Nicely done underneath. Keelan Nance. They were patient. Nice bounce pass underneath. 6 points for Nance. 47-42. The turn, and Parrish. And he gives it up with 1:36 to play. And the inbounds pass broken up. Who got to it? It's Frazier. They blow the inbounds pass. Standing room only here at Seguin. 1:21 to go. Trying to spread it out. The bounce pass comes to Holden. Back out. Parrish to Frazier, under a minute to play. Boulware and the reach-in foul from behind on Keelan Nance, and a 1-and-1 with 53 seconds to play. Timeout Summit. As we come back, Chris Boulware at the line. 10 points for the senior, came in averaging 8. And a 1-and-1. The lead at 6. Here on Seguin Strong Night. Short. A 2-possession game, 48 seconds. McPhail just ran away from it. Able to save it somehow. The drive and over the top. Greg Wesley. 2 shots upcoming with 41.8 to go. Isaiah McPhail at the strike. It's the first. In for Seguin, Richard Holden, the guard. It kicks out. Missed it. Backcourt pressure. Did he step on the line? He did. Marcus Frazier. Went out of bounds. Summit will play it in. Trailing by 5. Isaiah McPhail, and before he can inbound, Holden comes right back out. So McPhail to inbound for Summit. It comes to Cabell, and the steal by Wesley. They tried to go deep to Hooker, and with 29.7, there's team foul number 9 on the Jags. A few of the fans now beginning to leave. And at the line, Greg Wesley. Hitting 61% of his free throws. Tosses up to first, it spins out. Went out of bounds. Got the rebound and went over the line. Seguin gets it back. Richard Holden. Looking, throws it straight up. It's intercepted at midcourt by Tashuka. The handoff, the basket put in by Hooker. Timeout. You knew that was coming. 22 seconds to play. 48-45, Seguin. As we come back, 22 seconds to go. Chris Boulware to inbound. He gets it to Frazier. Frazier, and then Frazier held by not much of a hole, Isaiah McPhail. And now the double bonus. The referee's giving that, looks like a discount double check. He's got, looks like he's spreading his belt with his hands. And Marcus Frazier at the strike. Double bonus, there's one. He's got 10 points, 49-45. That makes it a 2-possession game. All but cements it. There's another one. They hit 50. 12 seconds. They'll give him the baseline, reverse layup, missed with 6 seconds. And Seguin about to go to 8-1, 23-4 overall. They will now have won 8 of their last 9. Greg Wesley at the line for a pair. One more crack at it. 51-45. Three-pointer, and it goes. Lavelle Cabell sinks a 3. Too little, too late, as Seguin holds off Summit 51-48. The number 5 ranked team of the state in Class 4A wins for the 23rd time. So Bobby Thigpen wins another contest tonight. They win both games this year from Summit. 51-48 is your final. Our thanks to both coaches, Courtney Phillips, Bobby Thigpen, the principal here at Seguin, Michael Hill. our AISD production crew. Once again, our final score, Seguin 51, Mansfield Summit 48. This is John Nelson saying good night from Seguin High.